Isaiah, tell the people that they have turned away from me. I don't think they'll like hearing that, God. When they go their own way, they get hurt. Please warn them. Okay, God, I will go. Tell them there is hope. Their sins are bright red, but I will wash them clean, as white as snow.
Hello, it's snowing! I wonder if you love snow as much as I do. I love going on a sled and building a snowman and having a snowball fight. There are so many fun things to do in the snow. One of the things that's amazing about snow is how white it is. That's something that God said to Isaiah. He said that although the people's sins were like scarlet, the wrong things they do are bright red, he will wash them clean and make them as white as snow. It's a bit like as though they were bright red like my top. I wish it was really snowing, because then you'd be able to see the difference between my bright red top and the snow. But never... It's snowing! Wow, look at that. Look at how white and lovely the snow is. Now I know rules can be a bit difficult to follow, but you've got to know that God is the best rule maker ever. He never makes rules to spoil fun or to stop people having a good time. He makes rules to stop people from hurting themselves and to keep them close to him. Now, in those days, if you broke one of God's rules, it meant that you couldn't be friends with God anymore. It made you separate from him, and you had to do all sorts of things to make yourself clean again. But God told Isaiah that even though the wrong things that people do are bright red, he will wash them clean, and he will make them as white as snow. I wonder, have you ever looked at a snowflake? Maybe on your finger. It's really small and you have to look really quickly before it melts. Well, it's beautiful and it's white, but it's got a secret. On the inside of the snowflake is a tiny, tiny piece of dust, a bit of dirt, and around that the snowflake forms and is beautifully white. This reminds me of another part of the Bible. It's in Psalm 51, and it says, "Wash me and I will be whiter than snow." When God washes us and forgives us, we are even whiter than snow. There's not one tiny bit of dirt, not one tiny bit of red left. We are completely clean by him. God sent Jesus to die on the cross so that we could be forgiven and friends with God forever. Have you ever made a paper snowflake? You'll need some scissors and some white paper. As you're making your snowflake, think about how white the paper is, how clean and bright it is. And remember God's promise. His promise that he will wash us as white as snow, even whiter than snow. To be honest, I can't really remember how to make a snowflake, so let's hope this works. And then all you need to do is cut the shapes out. Maybe some will be big and some will be very small, like this one. You can do any shape you like. A big triangle, a little triangle, another semicircle. Doesn't really matter because every single snowflake is different. Oh my goodness, look at that. Let's see. Oh, it did work. I wasn't sure. Whoa. I've made a snowflake. Now, it's not really in the shape of a circle. Maybe you could work out how to do that. Well, when you look at your snowflake, remember God's promise to us that he will make us as white as snow.